Alright guys, first week of my sub 3 marathon build done, and I would say guys it's a very solid week. So I actually ran 52.2 miles for my first week, and if I'm being honest with you guys, I think this is actually my first time running like this many miles for my first week, because yeah, as far as I remember, my last two sub 3 hour marathon build-ups, I think I was just averaging like around 43 to 45 miles a week. So yeah, I think this is definitely my first time running over 50 miles for my first week. Alright guys, so let's break this down. So the first day, this is where I actually like ran like, you know, that 10K fitness test. So yeah, I ran 10K, which is like 6.2 miles. Yeah, and I ran that 10K 41:31. So yeah, that day actually that was the only run that I did. Yeah, because after that run we were actually doing some other things. Even though I wanted to do some more runs, we're just busy that day. So, and then the second day I ran 8 miles, and I actually decided not to track my my pace and everything right here, because yeah, I said for me, like, I just want to get some mileage. So I have a loop right here around our neighborhood that I know exactly the distance, so I just ran like that multiple times. So yeah, I ran 8 miles on my second day, and then the third day I wasn't able to run because I got to work. And then fourth day, so yeah, the fourth day I did multiple runs here. I did some like treadmill runs, and then actually my solid run right here on the fourth day, I ran 5K in like 20 minutes here. And then like I said, like I did a bunch of like runs here. So yeah, I ran a total of 12 miles for my fourth day. And then fifth, like I did like an easy to moderate 8 miles again. So yeah, I did it again there. And then sixth day, so the sixth day I actually did like pretty hard running here. I ran like 10K tempo. I ran 43 minutes plus 5K tempo, which is 21:05, and then I added like just a 1 mile jog. So total run for this 6 days like 10 miles, because yeah, 10K is like 6.2 plus 5K, which is 3.1, and then plus 1 mile jog. And then the last day of the week, I started my run with a 4.5 EC on the treadmill, and then I ran a solid 5K outside, 21:25 for that 5K. Yeah, it was a pretty tough 5K because like my legs were a little bit tired already. And then I added like a 1 mile jog again. So yeah, total for my last day is like 8 miles total. So yeah, I would say guys, very satisfied for my first week, because like I said, this is the first time that I ran like this many miles for my first week. And I actually did at least 3 or 4 like really hard running here. So it's not just mileage, but yeah, I did some like very solid workouts here. I don't know, I can't remember, like, yeah, the last time I did this was like back in 2023. So yeah, this is like my body's not really used to this anymore, and at the same time, just like a combination of all of this mileage plus, like some workouts. So yeah, really tired, but very satisfied with my first week. And yeah, we'll just see how this second week go. I'm not gonna focus so much on really like trying to hit that very specific miles for the second week. I just want to be very cautious this time. I know the mileage is very important, but I need to listen to my body as well. And hopefully I can get like a solid long run for my second week. So yeah, that's kind of like my goal. I would say my biggest goal for my second week. So yeah, this is all for today, guys. Thank you again so much for being here today. See you guys next time.